absolutely blown away by this place. Welcome to the cottage!
Welcome to the cottage! Hi gang, and welcome to another episode of the cottage. Let's go and see what Kate's up to. I know she's got lots of things to do this week.
What the hell's that, Jay? What's that? Look at it. You got... Is it Snorky? Oh my god. Well, you probably want to know what's been going on. For a start, obviously, you saw me lounging around in there. Reason for that is because I had my knee replaced. My left knee, yeah. So I'm a bionic woman. So every time I go through airport scanners, I'm gonna probably end up going beep 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 beep, and they're gonna have to stop and search me. Scary thought. But anyway, yeah. So that was the biggest thing. So I've been off my feet for a bit. Yeah. Jay's taken the handle out the other side of the door, so I daren't let this door slam, because obviously if it slams then we're in big trouble. Then we've got, it's alright, it's blowing early out there. While I was in hospital, we had a bit of a major leak, and we discovered that rainwater was coming in through the roof, and it wasn't just through the roof. Had a problem with the slates on the roof, where the flue comes out of the boiler for quite a while. And essentially what's happened when we've had high winds and really heavy rain here, the rain's been able to just penetrate underneath the tiles, and what's happened is it's gotten into such a point that it's been dripping down the side of the flue, coming in and sitting on top of the boiler, and then somehow finding its way through and into the base of the boiler where I've got live electronics and live wires and God knows what else. So it's a wonder the place hasn't blown up. So I've had to have the emergency team come out from the house insurance, and they've had a look at it, and they've basically condemned the boiler, which is marvellous. I've got a roofing guy coming out, and that was like 3 weeks on from when I originally found that, but obviously I've had a lot of recovery time to try and sort out, so I'm on week 4 now. So got a roofer coming out on Tuesday to come and hopefully fix the problem with all the slates and everything, but still doesn't answer to the boiler. I've got to wait for a gas dude to come out and see if he can actually fix the boiler. The problem with the boiler at the minute is it keeps churning and churning, churning and churning and churning and overheating, and then it just cuts out, and then I get you appear on this stupid boiler, and I'm not gas safe, I'm not gas intelligent, I'm no corgi dude either. I'm a bionic woman. There's a bit of a difference here, you know? So ultimately I've got to wait for these people to come out, these professionals who know what they're doing, supposedly, to come and see if they can fix the situation. But anyway, meanwhile, back at base, there's things that have been happening in this kitchen. Okay, fair enough it's a mess at the minute because I'm cleaning the dishwasher out. Needs a major clean because it's a bit whiffy in there. But anyway, so that's being done. But look! Take a swing round and you'll see I now have cupboard handles on. I've actually got additional cupboards. And the only sad part is I've got an end panel for the washing machine, but because of the shape and style of the wall and the age of the house, etc, etc, that panel has to be cut. So we're waiting for half the team dad to come back and sort that. But hopefully once they've done that, that means then that the door for this thing can go back on again. Which will be great, because then I'll have a proper integral kitchen. The only thing that will be missing then is the cooker. So, Jay, what are you up to?
Well, because this door here has weathered in the last year, it's already time to give it another coat of varnish. What tends to happen with these wooden doors is every year they need rubbing down, sanding down, priming, and whatever you do with them. I think that's the right word, priming them, and then varnishing them up to give them another year's protection, and that's what we're doing with this door. And would you believe we've been in it a year and it already needs doing?
No way.
Yes way.
Like where? Can you show us?
Well, I don't know if you can see, but if you look at this area here, you can see that the varnish is already starting to weather away. So it just needs feeding, basically. It's like a live animal, these doors. They need feeding.
Are you serious?
Serious, they need feeding. It wants a drink.
Ah!
It wants a beer.
Really?
It wants a good night out down the pub.
Unbelievable. Now, you've taken the door handle off. How am I supposed to get back in?
Break the window.
Ouch! Well guys, as you can see, I've got the best seat in the house, and today we're in the bathroom. Jay's already fetched off the wooden panelling and it has exposed some rather nasty stuff. If I turn the camera around, you'll be able to have a look and see what we've been up to today. Right, well, removal of the tiles. The top ones have been left in situ because we don't want to fetch the ceiling down, and I think those have actually been tiled directly underneath. We don't want to breach the ceiling because obviously it goes directly through to next door at this stage. But look at those cracks. Can you see how dreadful they are? Look at those. Absolutely massive. Well, that one is at least anyway. I'm a bit concerned because we've actually got breakage in the brick, so we might need to get structural engineering to come and have a look at this. And obviously give their opinion on what they think. But as you can see, all of the tiles have been fetched off the wall, and now we are remaining, you know, sort of junk clear up really. These are the ones on the floor, as you can see. And then, you know, it was just sort of like a 20-minute job. That was basically it. But as I say, when great big sections of wall come down all in one go, it makes the job a hell of a lot easier. Okay, so we are now ready for the plasterer, and he can come in and put the specialist products up. We're looking at moisture resistant plasterboard, which does as it says on the tin. So with a bathroom, that's exactly what you want to have, is reduce overall moisture, because you don't want mold growth or damp or any other sort of fungus growing in the area. Now obviously if we put plasterboard up, we have an issue because we have direct access to wood behind, or where the plasterboard would go, so we'd have wood exposed, and as such I don't want wet rot or dry rot in there. Good gosh, Jay.
Get that camera out of my face. So, what are you up to?
Oh, I'm putting my cryo cuff back on. What's the cryo cuff that I hear you say? Well, it's filled with iced water, or if you're too lazy to fill it with iced water from here, you just bang it in the freezer, and then you do it in half like that, and then you just leave it in there for a few hours and it becomes a block of ice. Only problem is with then you've got to really watch out that it doesn't bust the material. The material's sort of like a, I don't know, like a nylon. I mean, it's got Velcro patches on as well, and these bands. Now these bands go around the back of my leg, and I'll show you how I put it on. Look. Idea is it goes on your poorly leg. Yeah, no, maybe I should put it up like that. And then I take the band, and then I very ungracefully tuck it around my leg, pull it in tight, and then pop it on like that. And I've got an adjustment one at the bottom, so I can make sure that my knee is actually inside. Now, according to the physios, I'm supposed to wear this 20 minutes every hour. I tell ya, do you ever listen to physios? Good God. You're supposed to, and I know they're well-meaning, but I don't call them physiotherapists. I call them physical torturists. Yeah, because on day 2, they had me walking. Okay? bearing in mind I'd had this major surgery done and my knee was swollen. I mean, it was almost as big as all the knee with the choir cuff on. It was huge, and I got big bandages on. Once they took the big bandage off, I got another dressing on underneath, and they said, right, get up, walk. They gave me a Zimmer frame. Don't call them Zimmer frames. Modern word, quadruped. But anyway, all of that done and dusted, finished, finito, not have to worry. I now have choir cuff, so now I can just sit back and relax. Oh my gosh! What's that? Oh no! It's a snail! Oh no! Cut him! Oh. He's evil, he's gonna eat me alive. No!
So, I'm in the bathroom, and today's task is to try and get this bath out, because what we want to do is get the bath out because we want to just check this horrible crack out here, so we're not sure what's wrong with it, because if you have a look at this, it's massive, and you can actually get your fist in there. So we want to check out whether we've got a steel under there or whether we've got a bit of wood that's rotten. We're a little bit worried that this wall is coming down, so the idea is we get the bath out and we can check this out before we can even think about replacing boilers, plastering the room, finishing the ceiling, decorating, and even getting a new bathroom suite in. So that is my next job. I've got to get this bath out. So down here looks as though there's some isolation valves, so I'm going to start with those and see hopefully if that'll cut our water off, and then hopefully we can start removing this bath. So we have the bath out, and now we can sort of assess the damage to this wall, and we can see that there is a steel in there, but it's not an I-beam, so we don't think it's holding the wall up. So we're going to have to get someone in to have a look at this, but as you can see from the beam, you can see right the way down through it, so what it's holding up, I have no idea. I have no idea whether it's holding the wall up, whether it's holding the ceiling up down below, or what the heck fire it's doing. So we're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get it checked, I think.
Well, it's a huge disappointment, is it or is it not? I mean, look, this beam, it's nowhere near the wall. It's about that far off the wall. So how can it possibly be holding the thing up? Structural engineer I had out last week is very concerned about that whole wall, and well, it just basically needs fixing fairly quickly. He doesn't seem to be overly concerned about the crack, and he said that the crack had been caused because of the downward movement. Now, there was a wooden beam in at some point, however this wooden beam over time, perhaps when it was put in first, when the house was built, has sagged, and this has obviously caused the downward movement of this side of the bathroom and also to the adjacent property. But it's a big worry. Now, as you'll have already seen, you will note that you can see right the way through to the neighbouring property below, which is their hallway. So obviously we now have a security issue as well, which is why this also needs to be dealt with fairly quickly. What a headache.